Releasing in September 2011 for PC, Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, Warhammer 40K Space Marine was developed by Relic Entertainment and published by THQ. Today I'm revisiting a game which originally sparked my passion for the Warhammer universe and hopes rekindling my love for the series, especially with the upcoming release of Space Marine 2. My enthusiasm for Warhammer has waned due to the negative news surrounding Games Workshop and the departure of Henry Cavill from the Warhammer TV series, but today I'm not going to go into that. However, I do have fond memories of playing this tabletop game with my friends who originally told me about the Space Marine game, which got me into the franchise. In Space Marine, you play as Captain Titus of the Ultramarines, an elite group of Space Marines. Your mission is to save the Forge world of Gaia from the Orc invasion. The game takes you through various missions, including reclaiming a massive artillery cannon and reactivating a Titan. And late in the story, your task is to stop the forces of chaos. It's not an in-depth plot, but it does get you from Part A to Part B. What I find is Space Marine is a great introduction to the 40k universe, as it doesn't give much of the lore, it just shows you a snapshot of the conflict of the bigger story. For people who want to know more about the lore and the world, I would recommend a book called Crusades, which is a bunch of short stories from different authors, and it's a good jumping off point, and it is also recommended if you want to start reading some of the Black Library stuff. And also a personal favourite, The Sisters of Battle by James Swallow, for both being from the Black Library. Also, Dawn of War is a really good game to also play. That also has some really good expansions and some really good story. Yeah. Despite being a PS3 era game, the graphics still hold up remarkably well. Even on my laptop, I only encountered one or two slowdown issues and no graphical errors. And this only really happened when I was full of enemies and there was a lot going on, and also when I loaded up a new area with a lot of enemies. The game does convey the size of the 40k universe with its colossal buildings and breathtaking titans, showing the sense of scale of this world, as it is massive. Like, the size of Warhammer mechs are unbelievable. Like, if you see the size on the miniatures, the world building is incredible. And that's one thing this game does really well, the world building. You look around and there is world building everywhere. You see the statues, the soldiers bowing to you because you're like a god to them. Also, the sound design is excellent, with every shot and melee strike feeling powerful and impactful. The audio enhances the intensity of combat, and during the executions, which restores your health, is nice and meaty and crunchy. This mechanic is great, showing you a high-risk playstyle where you have to constantly attacking and gaining life, or you'll just die really easily. A bit like Doom, with its execution allowing you to get ammo and life, just without the ammo. Space Marine exceeds in delivering a power fantasy, allowing players to experience the might and power of the Space Marine. The dynamic combat system, which incorporates both melee and ranged combat, ensures an excellent gameplay experience. And one of my favourite moments was using the hammer and jump packing around the chaos enemies, bashing and crashing and doing so much damage to them. It was generally one of the best highlights of the game. One of the downsides that I've had with the game was the lack of bosses. You only really fight 2 bosses in the game, and one of them isn't really a boss fight. It's 3 waves on an enemy of enemies, and it kinda is boring. It lacks creativity, as before there was a boss fight with the Orc Captain where you had different phases where he would send his legion of boys and trying to kill you. Overall, Space Marine is a great game, and I highly ask, go pick it up. It's dirt cheap on Steam or Good Old Games, and experience this game. The highs are high and there's not really many lows, and I do think this game stands the test of time, and with Space Marine 2 coming out on the horizon, I do think it is time for people to experience the story of Captain Titus, and it will probably explain what's going on in the new Space Marine and what the connection between Captain Titus and the Chaos, as well as the Warp. Hey guys, thank you very much for watching my video. This is the first time I've actually done a video like this. The amount of work that went into this video has been bigger than any of my other videos I've done, and if there's any improvements that people see or could give me, please let me know in the comments, as I do want to improve my craft and bring out better videos for you guys. But thank you for watching to the very end. A like and a subscribe would help my channel massively, and again, thank you very much for watching. Have a very good day, and ta-ra.